Okay, so now that we have a general idea of what reflections are, now we're going to go into details of doing reflections on graphs, and this will be our EQ2. How do we reflect figures on a graph? So here are the steps to the process. First, we're going to draw down our line of reflection because we need to see where it is in order to know how to flip. For each vertex, we're going to find its distance to the line, straight to it. And then going the opposite direction across the line, we're going to plot our image vertex at that same distance. Once we have our vertices down, we're going to connect them so that we see the same shape, but in the opposite orientation. And finally, we're going to label again the image vertices with the appropriate prime symbol. We're going to try a few different types of lines. The first is the x-axis, then we're going to do the y-axis, then we're going to look at any horizontal line, then any vertical line, and as a challenge on your homework, you're going to see a problem of reflecting over the line y equals 2x. So here's an example of reflecting over the x-axis. We're just going to take the same from our warm-up. So we're going to draw down our x-axis just so we know that we're reflecting over that one. And I have a habit of starting with the points that are closest to the line, so I'm going to start with B. B, we see that it's 1 unit above, so going the opposite, we're going down 1 unit from the line. And we're going to place our B point. Same thing, C is 1 unit up, so we're going to go 1 unit down below the line to plot our image for C. And then likewise, A, it's 3 units above the line, so I'm going to go straight down 3 units below the line, and that's where A would be, the image. Finally, the image of D is 4 units above 4 units below the line because the original was 4 units above. And now we can connect our dots. And lastly, labeling the correct image points. And that would be done. Our next example, reflecting over the y-axis. First, let's make sure that we see clearly that line. Now, again, starting with the vertices closest to the line, I'm going to start with A. I see that A is 2 units to the left, 2 units to the right. So then now I'm going to go 2 units to the left and plot that point. I can actually also start tracing the picture of the figure as well. Starting with B, I see that B is again 2 units to the right. So I'm going to go 2 units to the left to plot down the image of B prime. Then comes C. C is 4 to the right, so the image is going to be 4 to the left. And D is also to be 4 to the right, so 4 to the left for D prime. And here we have it, A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. Now, you might be running into any horizontal line, so let's do a quick review. We're going to do this we're going to do this horizontal line. The equation to this line is y equals to 1. Now, here's a little recall. Any horizontal line on the graph is in the form of y equals to a number b. That b is depending on where it crosses on the y-axis. Since this line crosses at 1 for y, then the equation to this line would be y equals to 1. Okay, so let's start our process with reflections now. B is originally on the line itself, so it stays there because it's 0 away from the line. Same thing for C. Then we see that A is 2 units above the line, so we're going to do 2 units below to plot down our image of A. And then D is 3 above the line, so we're going to do 3 below the line to do D prime.